Hey, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to The Loadout with Sean and I. How are you?
I'm good. What's going on?
Missing friends, everybody out there. Hope you guys are enjoying talking and seeing what we got going on with everybody. It's been pretty fun.
Yeah, we've had some pretty great, amazing guests on the show. We got another one right here.
We got another one of those guys who's been working.
Yeah, another guy that's been working, one of the very fortunate gentlemen.
Sean Prickett, thank you for joining us. How are you, bro?
I feel honored to be with such TV industry celebrities right here.
Well, yeah, you should probably feel pretty
prefer
lucky.
Backstage celebrities.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you're getting that a lot these days, though.
Oh, yeah. A lot of people, a lot of autographs.
Yeah.
I just don't, yeah. Oh, those are on, never mind.
I think we're up to 3,000 views, so it's been really blowing up.
Johnny watches it, makes his kids watch it at night.
Yeah. Yeah, my 15-year-old loves the show.
So what have you been doing?
You guys have stickers on the back of your cars yet?
Not yet. What have you been doing?
I feel pretty guilty, but fortunate at the same time. I've just kind of been working. I was fortunate that I took a vacation right when this started. As with most of us in this industry, you take a vacation. It's the best way to get a call for the best gig you've ever wanted. But
right.
when this first started, I took a little week-long trip to Hawaii, play a little golf, relax. And I was fortunate that pretty much the day after I came home, I started doing this idle remote stuff, and then conversations started to come up for some of these other remote shows. So pretty fortunate that I've been working this whole time, and again, feel kind of guilty, but fortunate that it's all coming together.
That's great. And how has it changed your what you do, like with all this remote stuff? I mean, stress levels higher, just
that is definitely true. It's a lot harder when you're in a room by yourself and you're not on the same stage as the show, or you're maybe in the same facility as the director, but you're nowhere near where your talent is or where you're taking remote feeds in. So definitely it's changed the old troubleshooting of, we'll just have an A2 go to the stage, where unfortunately a lot of these shows right now, the talent's miking themselves and they're so you're almost dealing with a talent handler or someone rather than your normal technically competent person from your crew who's the first line of defense when there's a problem.
Wow. So it's definitely a whole another can of worms. And what one thing is driving you crazy the most about doing all this stuff? I mean, is it that you don't have control of it or like
internet?
I mean, I'm sure you've heard this a lot on this podcast, but I mean, I just miss hanging out with friends on shows. As much as I love being at home by myself, I enjoy coming to work and seeing all my friends and seeing the fortunate people that'll be on an audio crew with me or people from other departments. But it's definitely kind of been different when you kind of feel like you're a little bit of an island and you don't have the same camaraderie of the people you're used to working with and dealing with. So the tech side definitely had its challenge, but I guess the thing I miss the most is just the personal side of it, and BSing at the crafty table, which might be a thing in the past as we move forward, but that whole side of it.
That's something that you don't think about. We tease him, you're the guy who hasn't stopped working, but that is, he's feeling, you have a feeling of guilt because of your friends aren't working. It's like, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm slammed.
Right.
I get that. It's something you don't think about all the time.
And they have been. I mean, we've been watching them do this, and they have been slammed. I mean, Prickett's a young guy, and he's looking a little weathered there, Prickett. You're gonna have to take some more time off here, buddy.
Tan.
Yeah.
The priorities have shifted a little bit. Now it's mostly just getting yourself going and going to work rather than having a random day off here or there and trying to keep yourself all put together. But I saw Esposito's got quite the beard, so I think I've got something to try and catch you here.
He's got the whole look.
So, Prickett, you're a pretty interesting guy, to say the least. What one thing do you do? No, I know. Just what one thing do you do that no one would believe, or be surprised by what you do?
It's probably that there's, two big chainsaws in my garage, and I cut trees and cut my own firewood and that kind of stuff would probably be the most surprising thing. I'm sure if you dig deep enough into Pandora's box, you'll find something else. So
Well, being a log cutter in Southern California is pretty far out there, though, by the way. We're not in Portland.
Yeah, and based on what's happening in the current climate, I kind of, as much as I enjoy working, I feel like I'd rather be out in the woods right now than dealing with what's going on around
Yeah, absolutely. So did Juan get you into cutting trees, or did you get Juan into chopping trees? Because we had him on the show, and he was talking about cutting up wood about a tree.
No, what a segue. No, I was into it for a while before that, and just I wanted an escape. Everyone's kind of got a little something, and I kind of fell back into. I enjoy being out there and drinking a beer in the woods and feeling a little away from our world. As much as we love working, and especially when things are full bore, you kind of try and work as much as you can because it's kind of feast or famine a lot of times in our freelance world. So you kind of go and go, but I think part of being somewhat mentally sane in what we do is kind of having some kind of an escape or something to kind of get you out of this world, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, you got to have an escape.
Yeah, because they've been going. So what other shows? You did Idol, and then what other stuff, or do you even want to mention them?
So we just did the SpaceX rocket launch, which, as America knows, turned out to be a couple of days longer than we thought the project was going to be.
Right.
But that was a fun project, and it was a cool change of pace. As someone, as you guys do normally just do entertainment television, it's easy sometimes to be happy with what we do, but don't really feel like we're doing a lot of good for the general sake of
yeah, right.
But to help broadcast something that was just an epic step for America and the world and space, it was kind of a cool broadcast with interesting content that was something hopefully maybe in 10 years, if I've got kids, to be able to be like, yeah, that's the last time we did this. I was part of the first commercial mission with U.S. astronauts to the ISS.
A lot of people were reaching out to me with how great it was and how cool it was. And I mean, myself, I wasn't really aware of what was going on until I knew these guys were working on it.
Right.
And I did a little investigating, and it was really cool. It sucked you in. It was very, very different from the norm.
Yeah, very cool. And people all over,
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Maybe we'll have a VMA's remote from the moon soon.
Oh, like original MTV, the rocket going
Maroon
on.
5 on the moon.
So Prickett, what else you got going? What are you looking forward? What's closed that you want open? Juan just realized on a show we did with him that restaurants and bars have been closed. So I'm hoping you're a little more focused on the world than Juan. But what are you looking something to open up and you want to go do?
I hate to be a repeater here, but yeah, bars and restaurants will certainly be something I'm looking for going back. But it all just kind of ties full circle. Part of what I do to blow off steam is meeting friends, whether it's a bar or a restaurant, and kind of a nice little escape, whether it's something to look forward to. You're going to wrap at 5 or you're going to meet some buds at 6 or something like that. I kind of miss the socialization element. I know a lot of people have kind of struggled with the mental health game of this side, and especially with everything going on now. But, somebody who doesn't have kids or isn't married, going out and meeting friends is a big part of how I kind of not cope with, but kind of a good release and an escape from what we do. So I definitely am looking forward to being able to meet friends again. And I'm sure it's going to be a little different at first, but definitely going back to that. But also just, seeing family the same way. I've been fortunate that my family's fairly close. We've kind of been able to do a couple little get-togethers, but as far as the normal kind of everyone getting together and doing stuff, I will look forward to when that comes back to feeling a little more normal.
Very cool.
I agree.
Well, we appreciate you taking time out of your day, and I know you're working, still making magic, and that's very cool. And we're glad everybody's safe and healthy over there. And
yes,
we'll see you real soon on a show, I think.
Yeah. How are you guys doing though? We kind of jumped right into this. Family good?
Yeah, we're all good. We're
families are good. We're trying to hustle, same thing, and the new state of the world keeps changing every day, of course. So, what the heck is going to happen tomorrow? We don't know until tomorrow.
Yeah, it's crazy. But, we're all good. And you came on the loadout. I mean, it's almost like a perfect day.
I'm just honored,
yeah.
against you guys. Oof.
I'll bring by the beers I owe you.
Yeah. You can send me that Venmo later, but yeah.
All right. Thanks, Prickett. We
Shawnee,
appreciate it.
Thanks, bro. Talk soon.
See ya.
Good guy.
Another good guy, very fortunate, working, making.
That's a different take, you don't think about that, but it's like a guilt disorder from working when so many people aren't working. I didn't even think about that vibe really, but it makes sense.
Well, and then like them, they've been working, so like restaurants being closed,
they don't even know.
Yeah, it's not really affecting them, and they work so many hours now, so. It's interesting, but we're glad to see he's safe and healthy and very fortunate to be working and had a little time for us. So, pretty good day.
Yep. We hope things keep moving forward and we can all get back to work soon.
Yep,
That's the goal.
absolutely.
Well, everybody, thanks for checking in on us. And any ideas, any help, anybody who wants to be on, let us know, and we'd love to help you or have a talk with you. So thanks for tuning into the Loadout. We'll see you soon.
See you, Matt. See you, Zach.